We're good. So I'll just continue the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Just to finish it off, but like, I've fallen in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
I never considered myself like a good talker,
Mm-hmm.
but come to find out, I'm a decent talker, and
You're a good listener.
and thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I like to learn. So, and everybody's like, oh, it's an off-road podcast. I don't really have anything to, contribute. And I'm like, no, you do. It has nothing to do with that. I love talking to people and finding out about their lives. You know, a lot of this is like the backstory.
Yeah.
You know, everyone sees us as racers and sees us on TV or sees us on the podium and sees our social medias for the most part. But not a lot of people get to like learn, like, yeah, we're just normal people, man. Like we all had 9 to 5s at one point or still do, and like work really hard to fund this racing career, you know? So like, talk about that. Tell me about that. You know, I've learned so much from podcasting in the past 2 years from other podcasts that I'm like, I have to do it. Like having Chad and Nikki Hunt were here earlier, and just, I've known them for a very long time, you know, Team Indiana guys. So, but just to hear them sit down and talk and like tell their story, you know, like not a lot of people get to see that. And Chad did really good this year. You know, he's been grinding for years. Team Indiana, he's been, you know, he's a super good dude. We have the Zandy trophy here, and almost everybody on this trophy is Team Indiana. Except for Casey Gilbert, but he's a Michigan boy. He's real close. So it's interesting, you know, you got Corey Day, Chad Hunt, both Team Indiana guys, like the most solid people. And, you know, we pride ourselves in being good and being good for the sport, you know? And I want to continue it.
Thank you.
So, and anyway, there's that, but we'll lead this off with our Day Off podcast. Welcome, Dave Cole.
On that note, what you just said there, we just had a conversation upstairs, and I think what's the most impactful thing that's happened through this 20 years of doing this, right, is that we have attracted the greatest people in the world, like literally the greatest culture, the greatest people. And by that being the case, it's not, I don't sell anything, right? This is where there was a whole conversation about relationships and about how all that's really what it all comes down to, right? But the reality of it is our racers, our family, our people that have built this sport, they've built it in such a way that no one has to carry it, and we all carry it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And it's a lot easier that way. It's a lot better that way.
For sure. It's a family,
and it's authentically real. For our warts and for everything in between, it's the whole group, not any one person.
Authentically real is a great way to put it, for sure. And if anybody wants to have an idea of what that means, come to an event, especially King of the Hammers. And I tell everyone this: if you want to come to an event, if you had to pick one, come to Hammers and just get the experience, and you'd be welcomed by any race team. Everyone's great. If you want to get the whole experience, come in, talk to a race team, and let them bring you around and show you the ins and outs of it and how it happens. And you'll find out real fast that it's a family. There's a lot of people at that lake bed, but when you're inside those walls at Hammers, when you're involved in the racing community, we all know each other and we're all friends. If someone's broke, and you know, your son came on the other day and we were talking about it, it's like, that's why I'm here. I love to race, yes, no doubt. We're all there to win. But at the same time, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
Because I get to be here with my friends. I get to promote the industry that I love. And I have an absolute blast doing it. And you know what? Hats off to you, sir. You know, you didn't probably know what you were creating how many years ago? 20 years?
20, yeah. 20
years ago now, 20-year anniversary, which is insane to think about. And you had probably, maybe you did, maybe you didn't have maybe this scale in your eyes then, but this is what you've built and what you've created for this industry is top notch. And you've created a family that is just, like you said, has the sport, like they treat it like their own, you know? And like you said, we all carry it.
Yep.
We all carry it. It's something really special and it's very exciting. And I love, we were just up in the meeting upstairs where you provided lunch for us and kind of told us about the past year and some of the future stuff you've got going on and some of the tech, but I saw you get a little emotional up there. Like, I know it was close, but you came off stage and you walked back and you gave Bailey a big hug.
Yeah.
And you guys take this serious. You know, this is a lot.
I mean, yeah. And I mean, there's when you do anything for 20 years, right? There's ups, there's downs, and everything in between. And in that room, there was a lot of people that I've been through both with over the years. And you look up and you're looking around the room and you're like, yeah, we did like major battle 15 years ago to make that one event happen. And then without that, like just over the years, all the different stuff, and just looking up and seeing all those faces looking back, it was it kind of got me today.
Yeah.
It really did, actually. And this has been an amazing experience, to be not only have so many of our group here, right?
Yeah.
But to feel how accepted off-road is now inside of motorsports.
Right.
Like, I mean, shit, man. Oh, excuse me.
No, you're okay.
We spent the first 10 years explaining what the cars were. Just explaining technology of, hey, you're doing what? No, you're not. No.
Yeah.
So when we spent the first decade just trying to explain physically what we're trying to do, and now have it be, where it's, yeah, it's silly.
Isn't it wild?
It's pretty wild.
It's crazy. Yeah, I've brought it up before, but we talk about it between our friend groups all the time. Like if you sit back and think about it, and you're talking with your friends, and you hear this saying brought up a lot, they'll say, "Oh man, those were the good old days." And it's weird because I think we're in them.
We're in them.
Like we keep making them.
Anybody in off road doesn't realize we're NASCAR in 1986. Because we are. we are one Cale Yarbrough thrown helmet away from being NASCAR.
Yeah.
And we don't need that. We don't need to manufacture that, right?
Yeah.
It exists, and it's palpable, and it's real. And I mean, you're too young, but I remember NASCAR going from literally nothing to a pro motorsport, and it happened. It happened all in that late 80s, early 90s time frame.
Yeah.
And we were just late to the party, man. We were born 20 years late. And now we're 20 years later than them again, and it's now we're walking into that arena the same way. And it's not just the racers on the course being pro; it's us having a sanctioning body. It's technology. It's working together, like actually having an agreement to all work together, which is the thing that really everybody misses. We've all heard about like collective bargaining agreements in the pro leagues, but that's how they get their TV time.
Right?
They agree they're going to do something for 5 years as a group.
Yeah.
And that's really the only thing we haven't done yet, right?
Yeah.
We've agreed how we're going to do it next year, but we haven't really agreed that we're all going to still do this in 3 years. And that, just as small as that seems, considering we've been doing it for 20 years, that level of commitment or that level of ability to plan is what takes us from being a hobby to being an industry.
Yeah.
And that's the things that are changing now. It's pretty amazing. Like,
wild. Wild. Well, so on that note, what do you what's the future look like? What's the future of hammers? What's the future of Ultra 4? Like, do you have a grand plan, or is this like a, you're just kind of taking every day as it comes and making moves? I mean, what's your thoughts?
I've been like staring down, or basically like obsessed with one small part of the technology, and that is just taking the data off the cars and being able to use that data to recreate the images so people can digest it. But the reality of it is the data is what needs to be digested. The same way that we know about road cars and their top speed and their G-forces and all those things, and the data that we know, right? That kind of data needs to be starting to be absorbed by our fans as well. Like we don't really know. We just know our cars do crazy shit. Like we build cars. They do stuff. They do more than most cars do, but we don't know what the G's that we experience. We don't know the forces or the different things none of that stuff has actually been empirically gathered yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And as we start to become more technical to be able to gather and store and sort that data, then our cars are going to get better. Our technology is going to get better. Everything about what we're doing is going to get better. But we're also going to be able to tie the creator of that data, the driver, right? Since it's just data, we know where it came from. So when we do experience revenue, if that ever happened,
right,
then we could pay that revenue back out to the people that create it,
okay.
Which has been the gap. Been the gap for off-road for the longest time, right? There isn't a lot of production value out there because, for the most part, the promoter is funding it self-funded, right? They're having to find a way to pay for the production out of the revenue they're getting from the other parts of the event, because there's no revenue tied to go make that show, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is the industry needs us to make that show. So that's another thing where changing business wise is we're basically we're formalizing those agreements, right? You're a vendor. You're gonna have the opportunity to use our trademark, use our stuff, use our license, and you're gonna pay up front so we can go out and get this content so you have more value too.
Right.
And that also is going to protect them, because then when this cactus comes along and decides it wants to make shocks, it's not part of our industry yet, right? There's a barrier to come in, and when they do come in and support the industry, then they can partake in it. But when this cactus starts using, Matt Seiler racing trademarks, and it doesn't have the right to do that, at this point you have no ability to stop them, none.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to be protective of those marks. We made them. You made them.
Right.
Right. Sorry, this is kind of rambling, but we for 20 years we gave it away because we wanted everyone in the world to see it. Right.
Right.
And now that we put it out there, we have to find a way to put a fence back around it so we can have any value whatsoever, so we can make it worthwhile for you guys to keep doing it.
Gotcha.
Until we really truly get there, and as long as this is still where you're spending your disposable income, this is not a professional series. Then
right,
you need to be getting. I mean, you are pros. You are doing things out there, and you are not just entertaining. You're creating data segments. You're creating a better vehicle for because the sponsors are your sponsors. The engineers that work on your car should be evaluating what it's doing, trying to understand how to make it better too.
Right.
That raises the level of all of our tech. I mean, the cars now, the technology we have today versus what we had 10 years ago.
Unreal.
Yeah. And it's not going to do anything but keep expanding.
Yeah. Bailey touched on that a little bit with like the new Broncos, and the tech they've put into those cars and how far they've come.
Mm-hmm.
Just unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. The amount of tech that's in those. So you mentioned upstairs that scanning vehicles.
Yes.
Coming into Hammers this year. Elaborate.
Okay. So BeamNG, soft physics modeling system, right?
Uh-huh.
There's effectively two different things that are happening there. One is the chassis itself is actually mechanical. It's truly the chassis from SolidWorks gets imported into there, and it's a mechanical lever, right? The body, on the other hand, is a skin.
Mm-hmm.
We have about 20 of our cars in Ultra 4 that have been modeled accurately in Beam at this point, but there's 700 cars, right? So we're going to scan the outside of the cars so we can visibly create the car that is your car, right? As it appeared at the start line. If your chassis is already in the game, then we'll put your skin on your chassis. If your chassis is not in the game, then we'll take a similar chassis, apply your skin so you can be visibly represented.
Sure. Then
we use the data off of your car to recreate what you did in the simulator for people to ingest.
Unreal.
So the hardest thing we do is have cameras everywhere, right? To be able to shoot something that's completely unpredictable, right? But if you, instead of having to have cameras capture that, if you just capture the data, you capture the ground, capture the cars, and then capture where the cars moved, then you can recreate that car moving through that same space.
Unreal.
It's
unreal.
It's pretty cool.
Well, even watching this sim that you got over here, watching some of those guys drive it, and even I know Bailey was in it like crazy a few times,
mm-hmm.
going ham on it. It's pretty impressive.
It's so hard to explain to people the dynamics of a chassis in an off-road situation, the way the car mechanically behaves, and the way it's a very disconcerting feeling to most people. That level of body roll, that level of traction, give and take, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And when you're driving a simulator without any of the feedback, you are really just steering a thing around.
Right.
But when you can feel it, you're driving.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's wild how that thing works.
Yeah.
And so did what was you say his name was that's helping with that?
Mike Shank is the gentleman.
Mike Shank?
Yep.
Very knowledgeable guy.
Yeah.
I chatted with him for a second. Did he build that whole thing?
He built all that, and think of like a race car.
Yep.
He designed that in SolidWorks. He had all the metal cut out, glued it together, and it ran.
Wow.
Think about that.
That's impressive.
Exactly the same way we hope to build cars, right? You hope to put them together and go.
Yeah, right.
And it did.
Wow.
And then to see the level of tuning that's a capability, and the way that we have in a very short amount of time gotten it to feel real.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gives me nothing but confidence about where we're going.
And it's I'm with the amount of tech nowadays and the way things change and how fast it changes, I can only imagine it's just going to get better and better and better.
So imagine just taking the steering wheel off the front of that sim, right? Put a helmet on, and then go climb in and be a passenger in one of the cars. Be a passenger in any car you want to, because you would be able to do that and be able to jump from car to car to car, experiencing the race from their perspective. And if we have onboard video, you could do it both ways. You could be in the sim watching the video, or you could be in and feeling the movements.
Wow.
It's
Next
just,
level.
all you have to do is align time and space. If you align the time and the location where the car was at, as soon as you align all the cars the same way, then you have the race.
Unreal. Wow. That's kind of crazy to think about. That's kind of wild.
Fun.
It is fun. It is fun. Just the fact that, like, currently, and I know it's, crazy where it's at currently, but it's neat to see it too with the amount of detail in the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've got legitimate obstacles created digitally that you can go run. So everyone hears us talk about these landmarks at King of the Hammers: Chocolate Thunder, Backdoor,
Mm-hmm.
King's Veto, all of them, all of the major big dogs. You can recreate them. And if the person who's like, we've been talking to, my family members who have never been there, that hear us talk about it all the time, hear podcasts talk about it, they're like, what are you even talking about? Now you can bring that experience to them.
Have them drive up the black line at Sledge.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I have a friend
in your race car.
In my race car.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like I'm going to have to bring the race car out to Hammers and get her scanned up. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see where that goes. I can't wait to see that. I have yet to get in the sim. I want to try it.
Cool.
I want to give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely want to give it a shot for sure. What do we need to know about this year, Hammers? What's the cool stuff?
I've got something new that I haven't told you yet. Would you agree that last year's lap 3, secret lap 3 was an aspirational change that really made people want to finish? They were proud to finish that race, right?
The best change you've made in years.
Okay. So what if everyone racing EMC and UTV, everyone that finishes their 2-lap race on their Thursday and Friday, when the lap 2 finish line closes on Saturday, starting basically ending the beginning of lap 3, all those finishers from Thursday and Friday are lined up to go attack lap 3.
Interesting.
5:00 Saturday afternoon, the guy that finished 3rd and 10th, 20th in the EMC class is lined up, ready to go after lap 3.
No way.
Yes, sir. If they choose, they can opt out. It doesn't cost them anymore. This isn't another entry fee. You finished your race. That was qualifying to get to lap 3.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's going to be nutball.
That's crazy.
It's like a whole other race starting at 5:00.
Oh man, if you were having second thoughts about going to Hammers this year, this just changed your opinion. You're going.
I hope so.
That's unreal.
It'll be fun. And I a little ahead of school, but the Sunday desert race, I would like to get more of our best 4,400 drivers to race against the best desert racers, because I think we can beat them. So the best way to engage with that is to give you guys a reason to do it. So that's going to be a qualifying possibility to get to the 4,400 race, just to race Sunday in the unlimited desert race.
Mm-hmm.
And the finishing order of that is the even number qualifying spots. So the winner is second. The second place guy starts 4th. The third place guy starts 6th, right? And the guys that qualify on Wednesday in the 4,400 qualifying, the rock qualifying, are racing for 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th until you run out of desert racers, and then you just take over. But now that gives you both an opportunity for a Bryce Menzies or a Rob McCachran to qualify, find a car, and go race King of the Hammers based upon his speed. Or it allows the guys that maybe have a car that's more desert set to go work in their strong suits. And either way, we're going to put the best racers in the world on a course and see who wins.
I love it. I love it. I love the always thinking outside of the box. I mean, Really,
We never had a box to think in.
That's so true. I mean, you've been out thinking outside the box since day one because there's no box.
There's no box.
You're creating it. It's so cool, unbelievable. I cannot wait. Me and John Goodby have been talking quite a bit, and I think I'm gonna this year I'm gonna be more involved in the other side of racing. Yeah, I've always been a racer. I've always been a racer, so I'm gonna come out and help him. Build the short course a little bit because I run heavy equipment, and I've been helping him build tracks. I helped him build LS Fest out west in Vegas, so he invited me out to help him build the short course a little bit. So it'll be exciting for me to be there and be in a little bit different role this time, you know.
So we have a different on that note. We've already designed the short course for 2026.
He told me that. Yep.
And we're going to keep refining it on the simulator, and then we're going to build it from simulator into reality.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to have to drive the simulator then because I got to know what I'm building.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like I'm going to have to spend some time in the sim.
There you go.
Dang it.
Homework, sir. Homework.
Dang it. Yeah, I'm just working. I can't wait. I'm excited. And you had maybe mentioned bringing the podcast out there. I would love that too.
I think you guys should be set up on the main stage. I think you should. So because we had to talk about authentic, right?
Yeah.
You're your own filter. No one's sitting in this chair talking to you if they didn't already have the beans.
Right.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people walking around King of the Hammers, and there's a lot of, I mean, everybody's authentic in their own way, but there's some true badasses out there. And if you can grab them out of the crowd and have them talk, I think you should be on the stage and people should be hearing it. I think that would be awesome.
I cannot wait. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm here to help.
Just do you.
I'm here to help the sport grow. I want to see it get better, and it's constantly getting better. I want to go back just a tad. I know we're kind of changing gears, but I don't want to keep you too long. We had a bit of a weird time in the last couple of years, and it felt weird, you know, and I know everyone kind of felt it. And I have had multiple conversations within the last 6 months with people and higher up people that have been in the industry for a very long time. And and the general consensus seems to be that it feels to me also like the next 2 years, I'm hoping past 2 years, but we can plan 2 for sure. Like you said, we can plan 3. It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels really good. It feels like we've got our feet on the ground again, and like things are moving.
And like moving in a positive manner.
In a very positive manner. Yeah. It feels like everyone's got that thing again.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot. I can like talk about the elephants in the room, but the reality of it is it wasn't just one thing. It wasn't just selling the series. It wasn't that series not working. It wasn't anything. It was a combination of all the things, right?
Sure.
And they conspired to put us in a place that's been pretty difficult ever since COVID, really, quite honestly, just rebounding since COVID and trying to keep this growing and still existing at the same time was kind of hard. And then through the transition that we just made, but to see that the work coming together of the racers, John, Jeremy, everybody running the series on a day-to-day basis, it's instilled trust, it's instilled confidence. No one wants to go home and work on their cars and go spend more money to come back out in a series and they think they're going to get jobbed or the races aren't going to be that fun or any of that stuff. But when you know you're going to get a great race and you're going to get a fair race and a safe race, then you work harder to provide better equipment and everything raises up with it. Yeah. And that just starts in the X's and O's, and I'm really proud of the guys that are doing it right now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing to watch.
Yeah. And John Goodby and Jeremy Dickinson have been working really hard to make this happen. They put on a heck of a series last year, and it was a lot. It was a lot of a series, and the new series came out basically today, kind of, sort of. I mean, you guys have been working on it, still refining it a little bit. You have some new people coming in this year, too, with the guys out of Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Some really interesting stuff going on there. I'm excited to see what that track looks like and what that property looks like. I hear nothing but rave reviews.
So it's a massive park, and then we have a top of 3 or 4 mountains that have been in mind, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's basically a top of the world park kind of thing, right? And we have mapped out about an 8-mile permanent short course. When I say short course, 8 miles is short for us, but like a 8-mile course on top of this that will be permanent with offshoots to do different obstacles to depending on what the race is. But I think one of the coolest things about it is we are working in town to build a short course as well, like a true short course, like a mile-long short course in like the perfect Thunderdome type of environment. It's like it's an old strip mine, so it's got this big, like 5 football fields with this big horseshoe around it, right?
Yeah.
And the spectators can pull up on a dirt lot, sit above the course, look down on top of it, and we can have that course available for people to get into the UTVs. There's UTV rental companies right there in town. You can drive them on the road in Kentucky. So you can go buy a car, you can go learn about it, you can get experience on it before you have to get out deep into the woods. And more importantly, we can get people into those cars as a passerby, right?
Right.
And that as soon as we get them, people that get in our cars and go do the things we do, most of them don't get out going, man, I don't ever want to do that again.
Right. Right. Yeah.
They're hooked, right?
You're hooked.
So all we need to do is start putting the ponds in cities and we'll be okay. We'll get a lot of fish.
Yeah. Fishing's easy when you have the best bait, when you have something that once you do it, you just can't stop doing it.
Yeah.
And I'll say this now, Chase is a prime example. He wasn't in the off-road world at all. And now he's kind of getting more involved with Scott from Rival Can-Am. Scott has an off-road park now also in Ohio. He has Glass Rock Off-Road. And he brought Chase in to help with media. And then Chase is now coming to PRI with us and like getting involved in this. And he's like,
hooked.
He's like, this place is amazing. Like I can't wait to go. And he was kind of fishing earlier. He was like, so what's this Hammers thing? Like, sounds like I need to go to this. I'm like, no, you definitely got to go to that. So it's
only if you like a good time, Chase.
Do you like good time? Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're all right. So yeah, it's you're right. We're fishing with we're fishing with dynamite here,
Yeah.
So we make it easy. You make it easy. I want to do this too, and I've been thinking about it for a long time, even like past years. The amount of people it takes to put on that particular race, King of the Hammers, is astounding. The amount of volunteers. The amount of staff that's involved with Hammer King, the amount of staff that's involved with Ultra 4. From the bottom of my heart, and I know I'm just a small one, but I think it's worth being said, thank you to all those people, because it would not happen without them. And I know you say it in your drivers' meetings and you thank everybody all the time, but it's not unappreciated. Like us as drivers, we appreciate all of you. It's been great. And one thing that I have noticed in the past couple of years is you've been, you worked with Kyle at Badlands, with getting flags on cars, try to keep people safe in the desert. Awesome. Love to see it. Let's wear our helmets, wear your seatbelts. Let's not be ridiculous. Like, please stop bringing fireworks to Chocolate Thunder. Stop blowing your hands off. Like, come on, people. Like,
by the way, fireworks they're not legal there.
I know. I know.
And they're dumb.
Yeah. Like,
just don't do it.
Right. I agree with you. We're there for one reason, and that's racing. We're also there to have a good time. I get that. But the good times can go bad real quick with stupidity. So it's really great to see you guys
look after each other.
Looking after each other, cleaning up the desert, go out, clean up your stuff, So it's like to see that starting to come in, which it has to, I get, because it's only gotten bigger. So it's one thing that comes with it. But I just want to be part of that too and like push that out there. Like, please, people, let's use your head. Don't leave your trash laying all over. Don't leave your fuel barrels out. Like, pick your junk up. It's important, because if we want to keep that place and we want to keep racing, if you want to keep that place just to go wreck wheel, like, you have to clean
it's
up.
Your land.
It's right. It's public land.
It's our land.
Please, 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 please. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose Moab. I don't want to lose any of these places where we ride. So let's please respect the trails, respect the people, and clean up after yourselves. I think that's an important thing to be said, because I want to,
yeah,
it makes me happy too when I see people cleaning up. So,
sure.
Yeah. I don't want to keep too much of your time, but what I also want to end with maybe is just thank you. Just thank you, dude, for out of the box a million years ago, 20 years ago now, 20 years of King of the Hammers, you and a bunch of buddies getting together and starting something that you had no idea what it was going to be, but look at us now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's been a great ride. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, sir. I appreciate you so much. Thanks.
See you soon.
Thanks, everybody.